into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everyone, welcome to America's Got Talent After Show right here at AFTERBUZZ TV. I am Kaori Takee. You can follow me at Kaorious. That's Kaori's Instagram, Twitter, and you can always send us your comments and all that good stuff. Hashtag ABTVAGT. Today, I've got some decent fellows with me.
Wow.
She's down there with all those freaks.
Well,
at
good luck doing
Comic-Con.
the show by yourself.
No,
All right,
I
I'm going back to
you.
my Doctor Who conversation in
I
the
need
other
you.
room.
I need you today.
But who are these two people that?
Hi, I am
Yes.
always Kevin John. You can find me at Hey Kevin John on Twitter.
Or what's the alternate name that you have?
Oh, Kaorius on
And what
at
else?
Kaori. Oh, at pennymusic.com.
You're not yelling enough to be Kevin John.
That's
Oh,
true.
You're right.
You gotta
hey,
be like
Corey!
slapping.
Oh man, that girl, she was fine. That girl.
All right.
I mean.
Actually, it's actually just Daniel Weiss.
Hi, I'm Daniel Weiss. You can
Not
find me
Dan
at-
Weiss,
I
Daniel.
will shoot you if you call me Dan.
And
Mom.
Hello, Kaoris.
Hey.
Looking good.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Thank you,
And
thank you. I'm glad to be back.
I am Cameron Penny, and you can follow me on Twitter at YoTown Music
Yo Town.
with an S.
With an S. Music with an S. You know, spelled a little
see,
differently.
that was easy.
We're Soul Brothers over here, you know.
I have a soul sister. Oh, where'd she go?
Uh-oh, yeah, you brought your dog.
I brought my dog in here, and she's hanging out.
Oh, it's a girl?
It's a girl.
Let me see.
Oh,
What?
okay.
This got weird.
Things just got.
Let me see. Hey, it's been a minute, you know.
Look, Alaska just banned that
that's
50
next.
years ago.
After same sex, what's the other? You just
We're
said
not
it
going to
last
talk
week.
about that.
All right,
You think she did.
let's move on to the show. We are
Please.
at the moment where the judges are making cuts, and then each week they're going to have a special celebrity guest. And this week we had Neil Patrick Harris,
And
Doogie Howser,
DH.
MD.
and the celebrity guest has the power of the golden buzzer, so they can send someone straight through if they really, really enjoyed the act. So, what do you guys think of this new gimmick that they added into America's Got Talent with the new celebrity guest, with the ability to have that golden buzzer? I thought it was great.
Cameroon?
Well,
Cameroon?
I thought it was great promotion for his new television show airing in fall. What is it called?
Best thing ever or something.
I already forgot.
I
So,
thought it was
Best
great.
day ever.
I thought it was great promo. And a
How
great
I Met Your reality show.
life after.
Beth. Oh, no, that's a movie.
No, but no, I thought it was cool. I like Doogie. I've been rocking with him from a long time ago.
This is how we doogie. Teach me how to doogie.
he's moved on from Doogie. You know, he's hosted a lot of Tonys and a lot.
He had the big sweat. But no, it was great. I like him. I'm looking forward to the television show. I thought it was great integration to promote the show.
Yeah, I like the addition, and then next week they're gonna have Michael Bublé, and then they have also a returning judge, Piers Morgan, coming through. So I'm excited to see what guests they have and how the reaction is going to be. What did you think of the overall show this week?
Oh, it doesn't matter what I think about the new edition of the judge.
No,
guess.
well, I was just like,
Let's just gloss right over that.
Just-
It was good. Let's talk about overall show.
no, go ahead.
I like it. I think that
I just wanted to cut
it's
you
a-
off on purpose.
I know.
Like, right now-
I
yeah,
will cut you off by the
you know,
neck.
Whatever.
What?
What? Okay.
Well,
anyways,
okay.
go.
Anyway, go.
That was good.
Thank you. I feel it was fun having a new eye on it, talking about it, and I like the addition of the golden buzzer for the guest judge because it gives them something more to do than just to be like, oh yeah, I also liked it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And that they can move somebody on. So I thought it's fun. It's a new way to. I know they've been trying different things. Not all of those work.
Like the
So I think
extreme
this-
AGT doesn't
right.
work. Uh-huh.
So I thought that this worked well for it. Overall, the show, I thought this was a very good episode, and Corey wasn't here last because she was at PetCon, but I talked about this last week. that the auditions I thought have been very lackluster, but every audition there have been a couple people I really liked. I think that there have been this season. I think there have been a little bit of really good talent. So once we start boiling that down, we're gonna have really fun episodes, and I feel like we had that this week. I thought it was a really good show. There were only a few people that I was like, oh, okay.
And I can guess who you're thinking. Cuddler, for example.
She was fantastic.
We will get to her.
So good.
Well, what I personally thought about the show, I like the fact that the judges were more aggressive.
I tried to cut you off too.
Yeah, but it's okay.
We're going to cut you off.
You were like, wait, no.
I was waiting.
Okay.
I was waiting. But
You were white.
I was,
But
what I liked about the show was the judges were more aggressive, and especially Howard, he really didn't play around. If you didn't bring it all of a sudden, you had an opportunity to practice and get your talent together. If you didn't bring it, you got the X.
You mentioned Howard being stern, no pun intended. I think
that's what I was getting for.
Can't say that without pun intended.
Dang, that was a good script. That's what
Get
I
out.
No, but I was watching
See
it.
that building right there
That was
behind
good,
you?
though. I can't-
Go jump off of it.
That was great.
That's awful. What if I did? Would you feel culpable?
I would feel justified.
That's terrible. I'll remember this. And this is all on video.
None of this happened. You're
So-
watching a dream at home.
Overall thoughts for me is I thought this was a good episode. A lot of entertaining acts. The judges have a tough cut that they had to do. You know, they're cutting down from 20 to only 7 acts. But I thought that Howard was like on his rag or something. I know it sounds terrible, but he was
racist.
rough.
Bring it.
I liked it.
Or go home.
He did.
I agree with Cameron. I think at this point, you got to the semifinals, whatever they're calling this next round, and there are 20 acts, and 7 of them are going through.
Yeah.
And one of them is a golden buzzer. So
Right.
6. So if the golden buzzer plus 6. So you have to be that good at this point.
Right.
Or else go home. So I completely agree with what Howard was doing.
Yeah.
He didn't, at this point, don't dash people or don't get people's hopes up to be like, you were only okay, but maybe you'll make it to the next round. You had to be, because there were people, and we'll get to that, but there were people that were really good, just not good enough.
$1 million worthy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, sometimes some of the acts were good, and he was saying, "Oh, you're great, but you're not going to make it." It's just tell them you're great. You don't have to elaborate. They're just not going to make it.
No, because when they don't make it, they're going to be like, "But Howard said we were great."
Waka, sorry.
You were great, but you're not worth going to the next round. So
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, all right, and then there was one more thing I wanted to mention before we start talking about every act is there is a new AGT app that I noticed in commercial break.
What?
Have you guys been using it?
Wait a second. That baffles me. You've been watching commercials?
Sometimes.
In
I
this
like
day and
commercials.
age?
Some commercials are really
I
entertaining.
do too, and if you make commercials out there, hi, I'm Daniel Weiss. You can find me on Twitter.
Remember who's the one that watches commercials and who's the one that's baffled.
Wow, these donuts are great. Did you buy them? What? They're DiGiorno.
Yeah. So anyway, so the app is, you know, you can play along and buzz or give them the X or
Well, that's
give them
cool.
golden buzzer. It's kind of cool. So check it out. Watch your commercial. It's important. Okay, so let's get into the acts, and we will start with a free illusion. And I'm really happy that we got to see this act because we only saw when they had their first audition round. All we saw was them dancing. We didn't get a backstory or anything, but really impressive. They are graphic dancing, just kind of like Kenichi, but looking naked, but not naked. And there's a lot of precision, and I love how positive the dancer is. What did you guys think of this act?
I thought they were fantastic again, and I was watching it thinking, I want more. I know that it's going to be over in 30 seconds, 40, whatever it is. And I really enjoyed the story that they put. It's kind of like Kenichi. They make it theatrical. I could watch an hour and a half of that.
I think so,
They
too.
would blow it up. They would make a whole story, maybe have audio or some acting in it. But I thought that it was really cool, really well done. again, there's this new genre of digital dancing or new media dancing, whatever it's called, and I think that they're right up there at the top of it from what I've seen.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think, Cameron?
I thought it was great. One of my favorite acts of the night. But like Daniel said, you wanted more. It's like, oh, why did you stop? And they really did look naked. Like,
they did look naked.
Like,
That's all like naked.
I thought it was funny because the guy was wearing exact skin color underwear.
was.
But the woman was wearing white underwear. And it was funny to me that you can tell she's wearing underwear, but he looks naked.
Yeah, maybe that was her choice. She's like, no, I don't want
Probably.
people to know that I'm wearing clothes. He's
But
like,
yeah,
no, I like this.
I think, like I said, with wanting to see more, I think that there is so much more that they can do with this and just keep getting bigger and better with it.
And I like how they incorporated the devil or the evil spirit.
Yes.
How that came in there and kind of threw it off, and it was great.
And
One
it
of my
looked
favorites.
I agree.
seamless.
One of my favorites.
There was no part where I was like, oh,
They
was
could
that
take
supposed
it.
to happen?
There
They
was-
could. I agree with you.
There
could
was
take
so much precision and teamwork. Yeah.
Each week they're getting, every time you see them, they're just stepping it up.
And that's what we want to see. We want to see them elevate every time we see them in this competition.
Right.
All right, the next person was Paul Ponce. He's competing with his mom, Sylvia. If you guys remember, in his first round, he was juggling hats. And in this round, he was juggling one soccer ball. He looked like a seal. He jump roped the soccer ball on top of his head at some point. I personally wasn't that interested in him. I can't see how much better he can get.
They need to give us X buttons in here when you ask the questions.
Ooh, we should get X
Oh,
button.
we should do
Like,
that.
X, as soon as you ask the question,
Yeah,
hey, make sure y'all quote me on that.
X.
X, so we don't even got to talk about him. That was terrible.
Oh,
Dude, you was mesmerizing with the hats, and they was 360ing, and you came out there looking like a seal, just bouncing.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling
That
it.
was terrible.
I was waiting for it to be over.
Wow.
Or waiting for it to get better, and it kind of didn't.
Wow.
What did you think?
Well, Stearns, I actually, I not at this point. I think out of the 7 acts going through, I thought it was absolutely fair that he didn't go through. But I didn't think he deserved an X because it's one of those things of
He didn't deserve an X?
no.
Oh.
Can I do it? No, I can't. And he didn't drop that ball once, and it wasn't a show.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is he shouldn't go through. But I think he doesn't deserve the ridicule he got because that was talented.
I feel you.
Being able to, again, I don't see where he could much go from here, but I thought that was talented.
He didn't do anything in his favor when he went to Howie and started touching Howie while he was juggling.
Right.
I mean, there's certain things that he did. You're like, okay, why did you choose to do these things?
Right.
It's working for your disadvantage.
Right.
But his mom did a lot better. Sylvia. She does crossbow tricks, and it's pretty scary. And she's explained that there's been a lot of close calls, and her husband Victor was the placeholder in the first part of the act, and then she was her own placeholder in the second part.
Right.
I was really scared for her with the
Right.
second part, and I loved it. I thought it was great, terrific, and I like her character. She's very bubbly and sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, what did you guys think of this one?
I think that she's very good looking.
Oh, of course
Oh,
you
I
do.
forgot about this.
Very good looking older woman. But nah, even when they showed her pictures of her, she was
Older
young.
women and dogs, okay.
Yes.
There's a lot, there's a website for that probably.
But no, I thought she looked great, and her skill was had me on the edge of my seat, like, oh my goodness, and how it bounced off 3 to 4 boomerangs before it actually hit the apple on top of
Oh,
her
it was
head.
scary.
Crossbows.
That was great.
Yeah, I really liked her act and the whole package of her. And
What
her.
can she do next, though? That's what I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
see.
sure she
what
has
can
stuff
she do
there.
next?
I'm guessing my predictions, and I know we'll do it later.
No, we're gonna do it later. No, I'm just kidding. Go.
I think that the next round is her last round.
Okay.
We'll see. I don't think that there's that much more she can do, but who knows? But I thought that it was good. I thought that, the last, she saved the best for last in that trick, and I thought that was cool. And the thing with shooting the balloon. And I liked that her husband, it landed, when she shot the balloon that popped and there was a bottle on top and it landed on the paint stick in his mouth. It landed and then it was kind of wobbly and he took it off. So it looked like it was going to fall. I actually liked that because it did pop and it landed and then it wobbled, showing like this is real. It could fall. Something could go wrong.
Yeah.
And if you really break down what she did with the bow and arrow, if there was vibration on that stage and moved something just a little bit, she gets shot in the face.
It's so true.
So I think that it was a really good act. And I think what could be cool, I don't know how Howard would like it, but I say she brings her son back for the next act. Have him part of it, doing something.
I mean, that's
Maybe
good
she
for...
shoots a soccer ball with an arrow. I think that'd be funny.
She should have killed his act
while he's juggling.
Right, he's juggling it, and she's shooting arrows at it. I think that'd be cool. Sylvia, if you're listening, and of course you are, tell all of your friends that are casting directors that these delicious donuts are DiGiorno. Who knew? Hey, did you order out donuts?
I didn't even know DiGiorno makes donuts.
Exactly.
You're...
One more thing about Sylvia,
Let's do
even
it.
her face. When the crossbow was coming back to her, you could see she was even
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, here it comes.
Yeah, because she
Here it
might have got
comes.
a bolt in the face.
Right to the... I don't know how NBC would have handled that.
Well, you would have never heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, she did a lot of crazy stuff, and I think she's great. And I just wonder, obviously this is probably because of the, AGT's choice, but why she decided to compete with her son on the same season when they're talking about, when she keeps saying, I want my son to win if it's going to be one of us. It's like, well, then why compete with him?
Because it's guaranteed to get them on the show.
Backstory.
That's
Kevin
true.
John would say.
That's true.
Backstory.
He would be
Corey.
slamming the table too.
Oh no, wait,
and
it's
just
Kevin
be like,
Johnson. He can't pronounce your name right. It's backstory, Carrie.
Corey, coffee.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying, she was like, she,
What?
That's my Kevin Johnson.
Oh, that was good, Kevin John.
That was all right. All right, so let's talk about the next act, which was the Chapkiss dance family. Pretty much Greg Chapkiss, who's 35 years old, formated this big family of dancers ranging from 14 years of age to 35. And then Howard Stern says, I kind of want you guys to win because there's a big group has yet to win this talent show. I enjoyed it. I thought they were fun and great. But Howard Stern, again, he acted like he was in a bad mood.
Yeah,
He
I
did that.
wasn't that impressed. I really didn't think they were going to make it.
Really?
I mean, it was just so much going on, and it was like, okay, I get it, but I really didn't think they were going to move on to the next round. I was very surprised they got you. I thought the other team with the stars.
But to have that many people in unison and have that much energy, I think that's really impressive on its own. And I can imagine how much better they would be live.
No, they were great.
Yeah.
But I just wasn't impressed to be able to move on.
Okay. All right. You
I say this every season, and I'm going to say it again!
say it, do it. Makes you feel
That
better.
these donuts are delicious.
Did y'all know?
They,
Can I have some of these imaginary donuts? Because I'm pretty hungry.
Sure. Here, have a delicious donut.
That's imaginary, don't
You know what? I can just pop them in the oven and make more in 30 minutes.
Huh?
Thanks, DiGiorno.
Mondays, don't forget Mondays. Maria Mom cooks for us and shows us how to cook.
All right, so
Cooking lesson.
what I was saying is, I feel like for dance, the dance that they do, they're very good and entertaining.
Agreed.
However, when you lump them in with everybody else, are they good as the flatbread team in the beginning? What are they called?
Flatbread team.
Funk top?
Free
Fun-
illusion.
Free illusion.
Your head is in the
When you-
DiGiorno gutter.
I am so
Flatbread.
hungry, and the only thing that could
If
do
I'm
it
ever in a
is-
dance team and we're like figuring out what
donuts.
to call ourselves, I would
flatbread
say
dancers.
flatbread. That's my improv team. That's
so
it.
when you put those together,
Yes.
the Flatbush is much better. But as a dance team, I thought they were very good.
Yeah.
So do they deserve to go on? I would put them wavering around the seventh.
Yeah.
I
Feel
see
that.
them going through this round, and that's fine. But I don't think they're going to be in the top 6.
I agree. I don't think they're going to, take it.
but they're talented.
they're good.
Yeah, they were good, though.
And next we have someone who is good at what she does, and she does this for a living, Samantha the Cuddler. So
Unless you want to take these, I'm out of here.
she got mixed reviews with the judges the last time she auditioned. So she says that she did 10,000 hours of practice cuddling. And she added the motorcycle, the lazy boy, the sidewinder, the fortune cookie, and
Fortune cookie
gummy
was my favorite.
bear. So she needs a volunteer. So of course, our boy Doogie goes up there. Says the fortune cookie, and it was just like she tries 3 things, but she gets buzzed out before she can finish, which breaks her heart, but doesn't break my heart because that was a waste of time for me. I don't see it.
Samantha, if you're listening, you're watching, and I like to cuddle as well. If you're single,
Oh my god.
come show me some of those tips. I see that you
Isn't she too young for you?
you know.
Yeah, she's under 60.
I mean, you know, sometimes I date under 40, you know, but I prefer a 45-year-old woman.
All right.
But no, if you're looking for somebody to cuddle with, and I'm looking to get verified in cuddling, and I see you happily, you give that license for that. So
Apparently, there's a manual.
yeah, so you know, at Cameron Penny on Instagram.
That's kind of scary though when you think about it. You would think that people know how to naturally cuddle each other, but I guess there's professional things for
It's
everything.
like sex. It had various positions.
All right, so what do you think of the cuddler? Rated G show, rated G.
I would like to put on footed pajamas and sit next to her and eat cereal and watch
See?
Saturday morning cartoons.
Exactly.
But why are we even talking about it?
Yeah, I mean,
it's
why would-
not a talent.
Yeah.
She's
yeah, that's why I was talking
hugging.
about I need somebody to cuddle.
Yeah, you're right.
But
All right,
just-
all right.
You know,
gotta cuddle
and
with
as far as cuddling
We'll do
techniques,
PG-13.
here's the thing: cuddling techniques or hugging techniques. I don't think you need any techniques because a hug is a hug and it's delightful. And as a
Well, you know,
a 50% therapist, because my mom's a therapist and it's
okay.
genetic.
Okay.
I've figured out that as children we're held a lot, we're picked up, and
Dude.
so that's why
What?
hugs are so comforting, because getting picked up by your parents is just a hug. So when you're upset, oh yeah, see, that's just my parents picking me up.
dude.
So why do you need to do the spoony silver dive or the fortune cookie or
Well,
the flatbread?
It's like what
just-
Cameron said. It might be, you know, like different positions for
But it doesn't.
intimacy.
A warm but intimacy. But that's not what a hug's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a warm embrace.
But a cuddle is kind of like an intimacy. That's
Cuddle,
the difference.
yeah.
That's the
However-
difference between a hug and a cuddle.
Then you should read the Cuddle Sutra.
I want to
But
get certified. I told her. She's out there. Tweet us. I'll read the book. I'll take the course.
yeah,
And come
moving
over.
on.
And come over.
That's true. Okay, Dad, no, moving on. He really wants to move on.
But
Let's do
he's
this.
married, so he knows all about 24
Oh,
hours of cuddling.
I'm sure his wife has aced the cuddling.
Well, here's the thing about that. You leave her out of this.
I'm saying good things about your wife.
Great. Let's say nothing about
Let's
my
have
wife.
your wife watch the
He's
show
like, stop
and see
bringing my
what she
wife
says.
up in these shows.
My wife. My wife.
All right, but let's now. After that, everyone buzzed her out. I want to mention this. I thought was funny. Neil Patrick Harris backstage talks about he doesn't like weird things, and then he ends up teabagging himself.
He teabag. Oh my gosh.
It's
you caught
almost like he does comedy, and that was comedy. It's so weird. It's like he did a comedy bit as someone who does. That's so.
that. You just said
random.
PG-13 show, and he's teabagging on him.
No, he literally put a tea bag in his mouth. What are you
And-
talking about?
Just because I know it's comedy doesn't mean I
Yeah,
can't think
but-
it's funny.
No, it is funny. That's
It
what
was
but
funny
you're saying it like
because-
you're surprised, like, oh man, it ended up so funny. He didn't realize that what he was doing was
I
weird.
did not say
That's the
that.
whole point.
I
He's
know it's
teabagging,
the
and he
point.
dates
It was very funny.
guys, so it was funny.
And it wasn't necessarily that he was teabagging himself, it was the fact that he put an entire tea bag in his mouth.
Yeah.
That was the. they knew what they were doing when they
Right.
They know.
when they
But it
showed
was
that.
very.
A gay guy
but that was
teabagging
funny,
on
and that's why
TV
you get someone like
was
that
funny.
to come and do jokes.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I wish we could get more Neil Patrick Harris as a judge. He was
Well, let's
great.
get him in here.
Well, his new
Oh,
game
yeah.
show is
Hey,
coming up.
Neil.
See, we was plugging you right now.
Neil, if you want to plug your show, why don't you come on here?
Yeah, come
We'd
on
love
in.
to have
Oh,
you.
that's true.
Matter of fact, tell us your favorite tea. We'll get some tea bags for you.
Nope. You know what? Stay away.
Matter of
Neil.
fact,
It's better
I
if
don't
you
know.
don't.
I'll tea bag with you,
I
Neil.
don't know. All right,
No,
so let's go
sure,
number
please
6,
go.
and we'll. There was a slew of little kids. We got Ellen and Noah, the cute little dancers.
Meh.
The LA Children's Orchestra, which were
Meh.
cute, and then Alondra Santos, a 13-year-old singer. She sings mariachi stuff. She has a crazy beautiful dress. Her voice is amazing. For what it's worth, phenomenal at her age. Great, but
So, well, this is what I was talking about with Howard preempting them.
Yeah.
She was fantastic. If there was one less person, I feel like she would have gone through. Mm-hmm. But she didn't, because there's just only room for 7. And if you get 10 people that all deserve to go through, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So that's why letting her, because she's going to walk away going, I guess I'm not good, I didn't go through. But what Howard is letting them all know is, look, you might be really good, you're just in the top 10, not the top 7.
Sure.
What I would have liked to see from her if she would have blended American and her Mexican heritage into a song.
Maybe that would have happened later.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't think
But
it's necessary. It's
I mean, it
not-
would have been
Yeah.
cool to be able to go back and forth, to be able to relate and be able to get a more understanding, because, you know, you really, I mean, her voice is amazing. You
Oh,
can't say nothing
such a
about
good
her
voice.
voice. But I think people got lost in, like, what is the message of the record?
Okay. Yeah, in the judges.
I would
guess.
have loved it if her song
Even what
was
was good was Howard saying, like, woo, 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 woo.
Oh, yeah, the cuckoo whatever.
Yeah, coo, 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 coo.
Yeah.
He sounded good, though.
He did. Better than me. What were you going to say?
I would love it if it turned out that the translation is Death
Like-
to Infidels.
Oh, could you
Death to
imagine how terrible that'd be?
NBC. Oh, no, it was about Donald Trump. That's
Right.
what it was about. It was about,
Yeah.
I don't like Donald Trump. El
And
Chapo.
so, yeah, well, she was a great singer. Again, I always feel kind of about singers just because.
Right, but that's the thing. It's different. She's not going to go far on The Voice.
Right.
But
That's true.
But this is a different competition.
Very good point. She wouldn't go far on The Voice.
Why do you think so?
Because
It's
America
they wouldn't take
wouldn't-
her.
Yeah.
For her singing her mariachi?
If she did a mariachi,
I think
they're
it's a
looking for
mariachi.
pop singers.
Okay, that's why she needs to.
Yes, but
Yeah.
that's
Back and
what no,
forth.
but that's what I'm saying is this is a show that's supposed to be for different acts.
Okay, you got me.
That's
Okay.
my thing where it's like, that's why I love stand up, but when I see stand ups go far, I'm like, why aren't you on Last Comic Standing?
Right. That's how I feel too. Okay. Well,
There you-
remember, we'll talk to Taylor Williamson about that after. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Taylor, what the F, bro? Why didn't you go? Oh, wait, you did go on Last Comic Standing. Why don't you do nice
was on
things
Last
for us,
Comic
like
Standing?
do
Oh, yeah.
nice benefits for us for free, and waste your time that you could be doing other
He-
things?
he did do
Wait,
that
you
too.
did that for me? You're a nice guy, Taylor Williamson. What?
Hey, Taylor.
All right. All right. Well, I'm glad you yelled that out. And
Mm-hmm.
you're like his best friend.
I love that man.
Then we have 2 magicians. And first we'll talk about Michael John, 26-year-old.
hurry up.
Why?
Kevin John.
Get through him so we can talk about
Oh,
the next
okay.
magician.
Well, Michael John, not Kevin John, because Michael John is very
White.
tall, white. He's just really tall.
The baseball guy.
You
he-
read to say gorgeous, weren't you?
No, he's. I don't. Okay, he might be watching this. So anyway,
Yeah.
we'll talk.
I'll
later.
hold my tongue. I'll hold my tongue on that one.
Yes. He chose not to pursue
Baseball.
baseball with the Seattle Mariners, and people think it's crazy. I don't know if that's really true. That's kind of strange too.
Yes, because he could have been doing.
No,
tricks in the
thank you. I don't
doghouse.
want my $4 million signing bonus. I'm going to do children's parties.
But I feel like you can kind of juggle both.
Yes. Be the
Fun.
magic baseball
Another one.
player. How much, if you have that gimmick, especially now in sports, I don't watch sports, but the sports players that I do know are because they have some sort of gimmick.
Yeah.
I love me some Meta World Peace because he is a lunatic.
Yeah. You know, there's
So if
character
your
and
thing is
charisma.
like, if you're in the dugout doing magic tricks, that's gonna be huge.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get all
true.
sport. Do they still have all sport?
Yeah, and-
You're gonna get all sport commercials where you make the drink appear.
Right,
Well-
and Howard said it right. He was very boring. He was like, "Okay, here it comes." It
Yes.
was more about waiting for the
It
quarter.
just
Like
took
There
too
was
there was no
dead
long.
air.
tap dancing. There was no smiling. There was no charisma.
All
there
right,
was
let
no
me
flirtation. There was
hold on.
nothing.
Let
It
me
was
just.
And
like.
Wait. Hold on.
he had a good point too.
Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. I'm gonna
Okay.
get it. I'm gonna
But-
get it. No. Hold on. Wait.
I need to red black.
Yeah,
No. I'm getting to it.
Okay, come on.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
Is it-
guys.
Wait. No, it's in there.
Wait,
Listen.
where's it
Wait. You
at?
hear?
Where's it head?
What?
I'm-
Look. Hey. Here it is.
Oh, where's it?
Yeah, and then even Mel B's response to it was very okay. Yeah, it's here.
It gets
that's
to a
great.
point where you don't care where that
His
quarter is.
delivery was too slow, too
Point,
nervous. It was unengaging, and it just wasn't.
It wasn't
good.
entertaining. It was just like-
wasn't.
Magic
Okay.
is showmanship. And to come out and have no personality whatsoever. And I don't mean to be a jerk.
Like, you're dogging
sure.
this guy.
But-
Why you so hard on him, man?
Look, the trick was fine. And if he would have had a thing to it, like, all right, that's over there.
What's his name again?
That's
something John.
Michael
Michael
John.
John. Tweet us. We want to bring you on the show. We want to see
Of
that.
course we
want to
do.
see
Yes.
that trick live in person.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a great trick, but look, it just comes and listen, here's the thing. Don't take this as, oh, I'm done. You know, if you turn down baseball for this, then take this as, okay,
A
I
final
need
ball.
to watch, exactly. I need to watch other magicians. I need to see, okay, the next guy went through. Why? Oh, because who's big right now? Who are magicians? So it's a learning experience, and I think that
Yeah.
it's the best thing that can happen to you. Because here's the thing. I think Collins Key teetered on that. Collins
Yeah.
Key had really good
I liked him a lot.
tricks
Yeah.
and a little bit of charisma.
Find a
So
mentor.
it worked out for him a little bit, but I think that you need to have more of that, especially, and they talk about this every year, especially if you're going to do close-up magic.
Yep.
Close
Because
up.
there's no, if you have a box and you can go, and I'm going to stick this thing in there,
Yep.
then you have a show. Yeah, that's right, I said it.
Our engineer Steven is shocked with some of
But
the
I
things
think,
he's saying.
like I said, it's not like he's a bad magician. He's a bad showman.
There you go.
he needs training.
His delivery.
Yes.
Like, he needs a mentor.
Yeah.
Go to Vegas and find a mentor and study them.
But you know who doesn't need training?
My boy.
Piff. Not only does this dragon,
love
not
Piff.
only is he funny, and he's a really good magician, he also has a really cute dragon dog. So I mean,
it's
he
not
won
a
my heart.
dragon dog. It's a dog in a dragon costume.
No, it's
Didn't
a
you see his
dragon
interview?
dog.
No, that's what he said. People say, "Is that a little dragon?" He goes, "No, it's a dog in a dragon
No,
costume."
it's Mr. Piffles.
yes,
Mr.
Piffles.
Piffles. So he does this whole act. Long story short, it's really entertaining. A lot of comedy in there, a lot of different elements to add to the fun. It's entertaining all the way to the punchline of the act, which is that Heidi Klum's signed card is inside the dog food. I love this act. And he got the golden buzzer.
I don't know. I didn't agree with the golden buzzer,
Really?
did.
I did.
but
High five.
But
Yeah.
I liked his act. I thought he was funny. I thought he
Yeah.
was talented. I thought he captivated the crowd and the judges. And he even had me paying attention to how he was doing it. But the golden buzzer was still, I was like, you need to save that. But good. I'm happy he passed.
I am so happy he passed. I would have been...
Is he
raged
Is he
if he
$1 million?
didn't.
You think he can get the
I
whole
think he
million?
could be $1 million. I think he's better. I shouldn't say this, but I will. I think he's more entertaining than last year's winner.
Matt Franco.
Yeah, and I'm just going to compare that because they're both magicians. That's the only thing.
Okay.
I agree. Look, here's the thing. Matt Franco is a technical magician,
Yes.
so he's very good with that.
Yes.
But as far as a show, Piff can entertain for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. I think here's the thing, and this is an important thing to anyone out there. Any sort of audition, no matter what it is, the audition starts as soon as you walk in, and ends after you leave. And that's what he did. As soon as he walks on stage, he's in his act and he's entertaining. It's not, all right, you don't wait until the judges say, all right, begin. And then you go, all right, hey, I'm Piff. You start when you walk in. And then
Yeah,
as soon
that's
as
a
the
good
trick
point.
was done and they're talking to him, he pulls out a bag and he starts making a sandwich.
Yeah, you're right.
So his act
understands.
is going the entire time, and he had a really good trick. But I said that while I was watching it, he could have not done a trick, and I would have loved it. Just his jokes and his delivery. And I love his joke. It's such a subtle joke of here's a little bit of thing. Here's how much it cost.
And I commend him for being able to juggle both comedy and magic at the same time.
'Cause he's confident
He
in
makes it look
both.
easy. Yeah, he's
Like,
great.
He knows that he's a good magician, and he knows that
He's
he's
funny.
a good comedian.
And he has this awesome dog. I mean, come on. What?
No,
I thought you liked dogs.
I mean,
You were checking out my dog
I
walking
mean,
around.
she's cute. I mean, I'll see what you're talking about after the show.
Because Mr. Piffles is a guy. That's why
But you can
cameras
see
on him.
Mr. Piff studies.
Oh, that's true.
He has mentors, and he's more in a Penn and Teller of magical comedy type of lane.
Yes and no. I think that it's different enough, but let's think about this. when you see somebody walk onto that stage in a costume, right away you think crazy person. So the fact that he comes out in this costume and he makes it work for him, and that's part of the act.
He makes it look like, why am I in this costume? Exactly. It's for this act. Yeah,
right.
I love it.
So I'm saying top 3.
Yeah.
At least.
And
I say
runner up maybe or winner.
Yeah, but not the golden buzzer.
I think it's going to be hard for him.
Absolutely golden buzzer.
On last week's show?
What?
For last week's show, he deserved the golden buzzer?
For this show, you mean that we're talking about right now?
The past show.
Yeah.
The current show we're talking about right now.
Talent, he deserved the golden buzzer?
I think so.
100%.
I think so.
Okay. And here's the thing.
Okay.
Here is why. So there are a lot of new genres that we're seeing. But to take a genre that we have seen millions of times and to rise above and do things that we haven't quite seen, maybe his magic isn't revolutionary, but his character is. Name
the
me,
package.
I mean, the closest I can say that I've seen is The Amazing Jonathan, but not even like this. So I think, and especially Neil Patrick Harris produces magic shows. He's on the board. He's the president of the Magic Castle.
You got me on that one.
Yes, he's going to put a magician through, but I think that adds to his credibility because he's seen it all.
Yeah. Yeah,
and for someone to impress him that
makes
much,
a lot of sense now. Definitely.
Yeah.
You sold me.
He's good. When he's sold on someone, he'll sell us all.
Yeah, he just got me. Good job.
And you'll buy a DiGiorno donut. And you'll buy a DiGiorno donut. You will all buy a DiGiorno donut. My brother and sister, you cannot walk. Have this donut and heal yourself.
What did you guys? What did you guys think of this next comedian? Mike Kaplan. I didn't find him funny, and he went through. We got to kind of rush, but I didn't find him funny.
I thought he was getting ready to show his girl. I thought she was getting ready to pop from behind stage or something like that. The way they sold her story, but he was all right. It was dry comedy. I get it.
I think even Taylor's funnier than he is. Just kidding.
But no, I thought I like him a lot. I thought his jokes are really good. Kidding. But that's just another thing of, where do you put somebody in their career in this show? Because Mike is polished. I've heard him on lots of podcasts.
Oh, yeah? Okay,
and again, he's someone who, let's put him on Last Comic Standing and see how he fares against other comics. He's very good because he's very polished. And should we take that away from him? Not necessarily, but he's more seasoned.
Yeah.
But he was very good.
Yeah.
I think he deserves to be on the show.
She deserves to be on the show.
I don't know how far he's going to go.
I am shocked that he went through, but
I mean, he was dry, but I get his humor, and but he wasn't ha-ha.
He wasn't ha-ha. He wasn't even LOL.
Oh.
For me, but that's everyone has a different sense of humor.
So what emoji would you send? What emoji would you give him?
Someone kill me, please.
I would do this.
God forbid. Great. And if you're listening to the podcast, Corey just put up the devil horns.
No, I put a thumbs down. But you guys, guess what? Also, if you're listening to the podcast, you should stop over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating.
5 stars.
And drop over some comments. And also, if you are at the YouTube channel, you should rate, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and yeah. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so then we have 3 Shades of Blue. I wrote one sentence for them. Good, but not my thing. I appreciate,
We talked about it last week.
Yeah, okay.
Here, where they're, as a K-Rock band, I'm sure they're very good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider that, rock band has really changed what that means. They're an emotional...
And I wasn't feeling, they didn't even have much personality for me.
I don't care if it's an original song or a song I haven't heard of. I just didn't like the song.
I agree.
Personally, I didn't think it showcased them.
Both times they performed, I was not happy with the song.
Right.
And all you keep hearing from her, you got the look, you got the look, you got the look.
Right.
You guys are pretty boys. Okay,
I don't have a look on my CD when I'm listening to it. That's right. I still buy CDs.
But they'll sell to some young girls, but... 2 times they perform, I'm not happy with the records they've done.
I disagree.
Right.
And if you got a chance to perform on stage, perform your own music. Why aren't you performing your own
Well,
music?
here's my
That I understand. Like, I understand if they have to do different renditions of original songs because we need to be familiar with them, unless the song is extremely good.
Believe in yourself.
See, yeah, I disagree with what Howie always says because here's the thing. If I'm going to buy your album, it's not going to be covers. So I don't need to hear a song that I've already heard.
True,
And
true.
if people won't vote for them because it's not a song I
Then
heard,
you're not ready to get for the record
then
deal.
I'd rather not.
There you go. There you go.
I'd
there
rather
you
not
go.
do it. Is
There you
personally,
go.
if I was a band, a comedian's not going to go out there and tell George Carlin's jokes.
There you
Sure.
go. There
Sure.
you go.
Okay, well, let's move on from them because we want to get to a little bit. Mark and Kiri, there's a quick dancers, and then there's Vibes, the contortionist dancer who plays with hats at the same time. And then there's this Howie's takeaway war guy dancing. Oh, and there's a group of guys dancing, and then Howie's only takeaway was, I can't believe you danced with gum in your mouth. Okay, that's whatever.
Right.
And then we get to Grand Master Chi Long, which he has a translator, Vivian Zhu. God, why
I
do
don't
they
know
waste
why he
our
went
time?
through. I don't know why they
Right.
did. Why they let him
He's
do
sleeping
that.
with somebody on the show.
Why are they wasting our time with this
Well,
kind of
and,
act?
and they kind of cut around it too.
For the
but I
fire?
think
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris saw him do, a magic trick with some sort of fire device after he got buzzed completely. And I think NPH, because we're friends, was trying to be like, look, if it would have gone off and worked, I would have played along. But it didn't go off, and it was fake.
yeah, it
He
was
got
terrible.
I mean, I didn't get to talk about it because I wasn't here the week that he auditioned.
Yeah.
But when he did that bike thing with where he bit the end of it and he lifted it up.
That's the only cool thing.
No, it wasn't because it was connected to his belt. The wheel is connected to a harness on his shirt. It was very obvious. So
Well, not for
he's
me,
doing
but-
bad magic.
I still don't think he should have went through to even this
Right.
round.
Well,
and
he didn't go through, so it's fine. He got
He-
4 X's and he went immediately home.
But I just can't believe that he was in a previous season and they brought him back.
I agree.
For more wasting time of
Maybe
our
he has
viewers.
dirt
I'm
on
sorry.
NBC.
It just was
Terrible.
lame. Yeah, it was
He's
lame.
sleeping with somebody over there. For sure.
Who would? Okay, well that's another story. The last act of the night before we get to the decision time was Samantha Johnson. She tweeted us, by the way, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Sarah!
Yeah, so we really appreciate it when
Sam,
you
come
actually
on the show. Call
on
us.
our show. Yeah, call us
Call
because
us,
we love
please.
it when you guys do our criticisms and our praise,
And
whatever.
you know what? Why don't you get together with some of the other contestants on AGT, do your own AfterBuzz show about our AfterBuzz show, and then criticize us about our criticism?
The after show for AfterBuzz
after
TV's
show.
AGT.
There
I
you
would
go.
love that. Tell me what an idiot I am that I look like some homeless guy that found a shirt outside the Gap.
Or Jesus. Whatever
Who?
you want.
Or a pizza delivery man.
Oh.
That's your segue. I set you up for the journal.
They don't make pizza anymore. They make delicious donuts.
But guys, so anyway, Samantha Johnson is a singer, and again, we feel kind of iffy about singers because there's so many different competition shows for that. She's a beautiful girl. Her voice is just phenomenal. So she has that special oomph that
There is
stands out.
something about her, and
There
I
is.
was sad to see about how her mother was so close with her and just left. I didn't. That was something that I didn't know. That's usually it's the dad leaving. So when the mother leaves and she had to step up and actually play the parent, that was kind of heartwarming. And she brought it with the Sam Smith record, and since she tweeted us, she gets so many more points. So
She does. She does.
She would have got the golden buzzer for me.
I think she
Tweet,
was
golden buzzer.
she was very good, and I think she's definitely at the top of the singers.
Yeah.
But it's not a different thing. And when I watch I don't watch The Voice. I don't watch American Idol, and that's why they're canceling it.
Oh, because you're not watching it?
Because I'm
Okay.
not that big into singers. Just singing competitions.
Yeah.
But she belongs in those. And from what I've seen, I think she could rock one of those shows.
Oh, yeah.
Be fantastic on
think so.
that. It's not what I watch AGT for, but she's very good.
Yep, I agree. I think she'll make it in the top 10.
Yeah, she'll
I-
be there.
I can
She'll
agree
be
with
there.
that.
Yeah, she'll be there.
Yeah. All right, so decision time for them. We had Chapsky, the dance family. Let's play agree or disagree. Chapsky, dance family. Agree, disagree.
Meh.
All right.
I disagree when you could have had the mariachi singer.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I would have kept her going.
And then there's Mike Kaplan, comedian. Agree or disagree? I disagree.
Disagree.
I agree for one more round.
Okay.
Let's see how he does.
Okay. Freelusion Dance Company. Agree, disagree?
Agree.
I agree.
Freelusion?
Freelusion.
Oh,
That's the
Freelusion.
people
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the top 3.
The flatbread dance.
Flatbread, absolutely.
Yeah. And then Three Shades of Blue, that band. Disagree.
I disagree.
I don't
You know what?
know.
I want to give them one more week to see if they can really bring it on their own without no covers and
Or if you're
I'll
going
give you guys
to,
one more week.
if you have to do a cover, if you're going to do a cover, you know what, I'm not even going to say, I was going to say do like Imagine Dragons. That's a rock song that you can show your
I want
voice
to
on,
see who
but
they are. Who is Three
Yeah,
Shades?
write
Who
your
are you
own
guys?
song.
I want to see
Yeah.
you. I want to know who you
I
are.
can agree. In that matter, I agree. Give them one more act.
See, like for me, aside from the Cuddler and Master Chi, I think they were the worst. Like they were like the bottom 3 of the night.
I think they're...
I just did not enjoy them at all.
Yeah.
But they made it through, so my vote doesn't matter. Then how about Sylvia? Sylvia. Agree, disagree?
Agree. I think it was a fun show,
Yep,
and
yep.
I'd absolutely like
She
to see
keeps
what's
stepping it
next.
up, raising the bar.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
see what she does next.
Yep. And then we have Samantha Johnson, the singer. Agree, disagree?
Agree.
I agree.
I'm okay with it.
Yes.
If there was going to be a singer that went through, I'm okay that it was her. And then finally, obviously, I think Daniel and I agree.
Disagree.
Piff, the
Strongly.
dragon.
Can we get
and
somebody with talent, please?
Mr. Doggy Cutie Pie.
Mr. Piffles.
Piffles.
100%. He's gonna go far with it.
I
He's-
agree. I'm so happy.
fantastic.
I'm happy he got the golden buzzer. He earned it.
He honestly, and look, no offense to anyone else that we've seen, but I watched this show originally for comedians and magicians are my
Yes.
favorites, but now also I like the new media dancing.
Yeah.
He's one of I think he's probably the best magician fully. Are his tricks the best that we've seen? No. But as a complete package, I think he's the best magician we've seen.
Okay, I agree. I
Because he
fully
is
agree.
entertaining. I would see a weekly show if he had one.
And if he's performing anytime, let us know because I want to go see him in LA.
I believe he's out here. I was going to go see him last year for my birthday, but I didn't get a chance.
There's probably another chance.
When's your birthday?
I hope so. The day I was born.
Oh, okay.
What do you agree or disagree?
I agree. Still
Okay,
kind of
good.
iffy on the golden buzzer. You know,
Okay.
Daniel did sell me on Neil Patrick Harris being the magic guy, so that makes
Right.
sense.
Well,
Yeah.
would he have gotten the golden buzzer if it wasn't Neil Patrick Harris?
Maybe.
Maybe not, but maybe yes.
I think
but
he might have.
100%
Yeah, but
yes
I think he should
for
still be
Neil.
going. He was.
If it was
part
me,
one.
I
Yes.
would have done it.
He would have gone through no matter what.
All right. Okay, well, now let's move on to some very, very quick news and gossip because there's not much as usual, but there is some. Thank you, Steven.
TV News.
Oh, first of all, ratings. It got second place in ratings after the MLB
Nice.
All-Star Game. It had 10.82 million. The All-Star Game had 10.91, so it's very close. It's a huge hit show, which is pretty awesome. And then I also read an article about the Cuddler, and the headline says Portland's
Cutler kills herself. God forbid.
Portland's
herself to death.
He's completely kidding. He wouldn't want that to happen.
I do not.
Yes.
I don't want anyone to die ever.
Nope. Except for he kind of wants me to jump off
Her
that thing.
career.
Yeah, but I want you to live and jump over it.
Portland's professional Samantha Hess still cheerful after America's Got Talent
Aw.
dropping.
Yeah, cheerful because of the publicity that she got for her cuddling.
So
shot.
despite that, the sad Christmas that we saw and the tears, she's okay. She's okay. And then next week we have Michael Bublé judging.
Here? Oh, judging.
I wish.
Michael Bublé.
So that'd be interesting that how he's gonna fare and who he's gonna give
Right.
his golden buzzer to. Okay, so let's move on to predictions.
Prediction.
Your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
I figure the best way to do predictions is give us your best act of the night and your worst. But obviously we all kind of
My
know.
prediction, Pete.
Piff. Who's your second? How about that?
Uh-huh.
You're second and you're first.
Fremantle Illusion.
Oh, flatbread. Okay.
Yeah, flatbread.
Mm-hmm.
They were fantastic. They're absolutely my second, right under Piff. And you know what? I'm not even gonna say the Cuddler. I think Master Chi, just because
Yeah, Master Chi.
you have one trick or thing you're gonna do, and you can't do it. Bottom line, he didn't do anything.
Oh dear.
I mean, flatbread is Samantha. brought it, and the soccer guy, the son.
Oh, okay.
I was like, come on, seriously?
Okay. I'm going to say best acts, Piff, and other than that, I would say Flatbread as well. But I would say the worst one would be the 3 Shades of Blue for me. I just
Wow.
really
you do not
didn't-
like those guys.
No.
Did you date all
Hold
of
on,
them?
let me
and
ask
now
you,
you're
what is
Yeah,
it?
I did.
scorned?
I
Okay,
did.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
She's
Lady
heartbroken.
scorned.
I was like, no. But yeah, that's just me. But
Oh, I have one more prediction.
go.
I predict that you will love these mouth-watering donuts from DiGiorno. We have sprinkles, bacon, sprinkles.
Now I really want a
DiGiorno.
donut.
Exactly.
I really hope you go get donuts for next
You know
week.
why you want a donut? Because I'm that good of a salesman
That's
for
what we were
commercials.
saying.
So,
That's what we said.
hey, all
It's true.
you casting out there.
It's true.
It's Daniel Weiss on Twitter.
So where
What's up?
where can people follow you to get donuts again?
You can follow me on It's Daniel Weiss on Twitter and get yourself a spokesperson.
All right, Cameron.
And Twitter, YoTown Music, and follow me on Instagram at Cameron Penny, spelled just like that.
And you can follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram at KAORIOUS. Just don't follow me home. And you can follow the whole entire
And if you
AfterBuzz.
don't want to follow her
dog
home, her
follows.
address is.
Or you can follow the whole entire AfterBuzz team at AfterBuzz TV. And Wakame, my little space dog, says hi.
And thank you to our guy, Steven.
Steven
For
Lemieux.
hooking us up.
Booth, dealing with our shenanigans. Thank you so much.
Stevie Lou.
And yeah, where can people follow you, Steven?
What? Huh?
Oh, well, you can follow
You
Steven.
can follow me at AfterBuzz.
There you go.
You
There
can
you go.
follow
Perfect,
Steven
perfect.
at Kaori's
Follow
house.
me.
And thank you guys. We'll see you guys
Everything
next
is
week for some more
alright.
talk. Bye-bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.